Right, this is the other project I was telling you about, the one in Khon Kaen, not far, like it's about 80 kilometers from the solar farm. And we do have another project which I'm going to show you. That was doing, it's about 6 kilometers from here. That one's like we're taking over a previous build on that one because a few mistakes that's been done, and we've been asked by the client to sort out all the fixes and then get the house finished for them. But anyway, let me show you what we're doing here. This is, they've been on site for 12 days. They've worked about a week on here, so they're just about past their quarantine, the 2-week quarantine, and then they can actually go off site, and we have more locals come in on site. So let me show you. So this is the garage area. So they're ready for the excavator to come in tomorrow to dig out for the piles, the padded piles, which is over there. At the same time, we're having a temporary road put in, so when we have things delivered, we can have them delivered without, when it's raining, the vehicles don't get stuck in the mud like we can see where we've had vehicles stuck here. So we put this what the tie's called silim, this net material, put that down, and then we put the stone on top, and that stops the stone from sinking. The truck's getting stuck. So what they're doing now, the 12mm steel, they're straightening it out, cutting it to lengths. Here's the cages for the pad system. Pretty sturdy pads. These are 12mm steel here, that's a 9mm on the top. And that's the guys bending the steel now for the columns, for the uprights. Okay, you have two sizes here, one for the garage which is 25mm, so these are 20s, so the concrete finishes off at 25. It's actually going to be 30 because we use the wrong clear pots for the garage, but for the house it's going to be different shuttering. And here's the 25mm, which is going to be 30s for the house. You know, so these go into the ground over a meter, and then the foundation gets built off that. So we're below the topsoil, we're actually down into original ground. So this is where the staircase is, and the house starts here, working down, and this is what you call like a 1.5 floor. It's basically, there's a few steps that go up, and the car actually drives underneath it. This is the far point here, so you can actually drive all the way through on this one. I'll show you the design of the house. These are slightly wider than the ones up there. They're 1 meter. They're going to be 1 meter pile pads for there. These are 1.2 meter pads. So these is 1.10 meters. You've got 5 centimeter on each side for your concrete to go in between, so you don't expose any steel. We've got some solar light. A little story on that. The guys would unplug the solar in the daytime and then plug it back in on the night time, thinking that they're going to get solar, but they forget it has to charge the battery inside of there. So they're going, oh, we've got no power. I said, yeah, because you've got to leave it plugged in, you know, crazy, but things like that. So I'll show you a bit more. Now they're all settled in. This is the well, up and running. Now controller. For the well pump. There's the girls doing for the columns. Basically that's sleeping quarters there for the staff, but Long, the foreman, he actually sleeps in here, and this is like the staff kitchen area, chill out area on the night time. You know, they've got a makeshift kitchen, which is cool to see. I love how they can adapt to anything, you know. So basically this is where they're living, you know. This is Long and his wife's room. They're saying it's absolutely excellent to sleep. It's very chilled at night, very cool. So we've got power running in. So now I'm going to head up to the other project and show you a little bit on that one for another guy in the UK. This is a friend of mine from my hometown. This is where his wife's from Khon Kaen. It's on the west side of Khon Kaen, about 20-25 minutes. There's my photographer, Mr. David. This guy speaks fluent Thai. No, I wouldn't say English. He's been here 32 years, reads, writes Thai. He's worked for some of the TV, was it Channel 7, Channel 9?
Channel 7, Channel 9,
Channel 3. Yeah. He covered the
all the wrong places.
He covered the tsunami in 2005, wasn't it? After, because it was 2004.
Yes, the rebuild.
Yeah, so he did for
the rebuild.
Yeah, he's been on national TV a few times. Some
yeah,
track shows.
There's a lot of wanted posters out for me right now. By the way, that reminds me, there's a lot of wanted posters out for me right now.
Yeah, he's got a weird sense of humour, that lad. Only Dave.
Me, never.
Yeah, he's actually the first guy I met in Thailand 15, 16 years ago. Oh, yeah, long time. So when we were doing the landscape work in Bangkok, he come into the shop and used to buy dirt, and I did some work for him, and we've been best friends ever since. So this is the storeroom where we store the blocks, the steel, and the pipe work for the piles, other bits and pieces. So like tomorrow they'll be finishing off the road in, and then the excavator comes in and does that. So I'll show you a bit more of that later on as it's getting developed, because we're working between Khon Kaen and Udon at the moment with the 200 square meter house and this one. I'll give you some specs on this later on when I can remember them, what size it is and the cost and everything. So anyway, let's go to the other project. Okay guys, so this is the second project in Khon Kaen, the one about 6 kilometers away from the other job that we're just doing now. This is a bit like Kev's. We're coming to finish the house off, but this one has a lot of mistakes, and the client, a UK client, has asked me to come in and fix everything and finish the house off. So let me show you around. So they're busy here. There's a boundary wall gone in. I'll show you this first. Just a few mistakes on this. They've only put a single block work here, even though the soil's coming up about 60-70 centimeters in this location, but it's actually much deeper over there. But still, you should have a double course here tied in. Even though they've got these tie-ins here and anchored here, it's not deep enough. They've only gone down about 50 centimeters, where they should have went down at least a meter here to anchor these columns in, and the columns should all tie in, all a block. But still, you need to have a second block in concrete poured in between, all the way along there, you know. They've got the weep holes in, which is correct. So that goes on, and this wall is 3.2 meters tall all the way around from there. This is about 1 rai, this plot. So from there, here there's going to be a swimming pool, and then there's going to be like we call it the clubhouse, like a DJ box and all that there for when he has parties, guests and stuff like that. So that's going to be there. I'll show you the concept on that. So let me show you around the house. I'll show you what the concept's going to be for the house, and I'll explain some of the mistakes. So what they did here, we just had put a 3-inch pipe in, drain pipe running down off, and the same up there running down and out. They only had 2-inch. Don't know if you can see that. Zoom in a bit. They only had 2-inch running straight down, nowhere near the edge for the water to run down, and that's tiled on top. That's going to be a viewing point up here. So there's a spiral staircase to go here and go up, and this is another outside living area, barbecue area. That's the bedroom, master bedroom there. So that was the first problem there, is the drain pipes. So we've had to take all the render off here and redo the edging chapsiam, because the walls weren't straight. None of the walls are straight, so we're redoing that, and there was no mesh, you know. So now it's the other mistake. The height difference from there to there is different, so we've got to redo all that. The door frame's on square, so this door frame has to be lifted up. The plumbing was in the bathroom here, so this is going to have hot and cold water. I'd run the hot water pipe underground and out, when it should be, the hot water tank's going to be up there. So that's why they chased all this out for, and redone all the plumbing. So that's the feed, cold feed for the hot water tank, and you've got the hot water going up this way. Again, this was too far out, partly in the middle of the room. It should be 30 from the centre here to the wall is 35 centimeters for the toilet to fit snugly against the wall. Again, in the kitchen, they've run the hot water pipe diagonal across the floor, which is wrong. So we're going to redo it, running around here where there's the sinks here. Again, none of the walls are square. All of this is wrong. So Sec, who's controlling this job, the guy there, he's sorting all that out now. So we've had all the window frames and door frames pulled out. Again, we had the hot water running all the way along here and round. So that's all been taken out and ready to be redone. In the front we did have steps in, and we've just taken them out, and I'll explain why. What they used this thermalite block, which you never do, is for the steps, and they just filled it with dirt and then a bit of concrete on top. It's not even tied in, as you can see the crack forming here. So that's getting pulled out, then it's going to be concrete, all concrete formed. So again, these are many of the mistakes. So we're sorting out. This is going to be the water pump room, so all the water tanks and that get stored in there. There's an outside kitchen here for doing the laundry and what have you. This is the carport area. So again, on this roof, same, had a 2-inch pipe up there, and we've redone the 3-inch pipe, and we've got, which I'll show you, on that one's a tile roof, but we have raised it 10 centimeters high, put a channel in all the way around, and there's a glass railing to go around there as a viewing point. Beautiful view from up there. This one's just a sloped into the drain system here. It's part of the design. So I'll show you more on the concept on that as we're going along. So I have to spend 2 to 3 days between Khon Kaen and Udon at the moment while I'm running these 3 projects. Like I said, there was nothing tied in. They had the steps in and it was all made from that stuff, which was pretty bad. As you can see, there's no steel tie-ins, nothing. So my guys are going to be redoing all that, and I'll show you that as we're progressing. So that's it for now, and I'll show you more as we're progressing. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Bye for now.